All right, Ray. I want to shoot you a quick tutorial, a little video on basically what we got here and how everything's connected. This is the main power cord. All right. This cable here is for the retracts. It goes to the retracts here. This cable here is the power of the receiver that operates the retracts. With a new PixHawk, this thing only takes PPM and S-bus input. Alright? You notice on the bottom here, that's your satellite receiver that was connected to this receiver. This outputs a PPM signal. This outputs PWM. Autopilot, again, it only takes PPM and S-bus. So I had to plug the satellite receiver into the autopilot. There's no workaround right now for an RC pass-through for the autopilot to control say like retracts or gimbals yet. It's coming soon though. Don't have the time to do it myself, but there's a workaround. And that's what this receiver right here is for. What I've done is I've just plugged the receiver, just mounted it straight to the side of the landing gear here. I've plugged the signal lead in to channel 7, which is a channel that operates the retracts. I have it going straight into the retracts, and then you have the servos for the retracts plugged in here. Right. The receiver has to be powered from the main power supply here. So that's why we have this red and black wire with servo connectors on here. That's to power the receiver to work the retracts. Make sure you screw this antenna on before you fly this thing. Screw it onto the telemetry. Again, this is the front of the aircraft, the GPS, autopilot's in the rear. I'm going to show you how to arm this thing to get it ready to fly. First thing you do is make sure all the switches are in the default position back. Go ahead and power the transmitter up. Just until you get the gimbal, go to mount the battery to the top here. Go to strap it. I'm going to send some Velcro tape with it so we can just stick the battery on and put some straps around it and hold it on there. But we're going to mount the battery to the top center to keep everything balanced on it. When you get the gimbal, the battery will go here on the battery tray and the gimbal will go in front. Just going to power this up. When I power it up, watch the LEDs, the arming switch, and the status lid on the autopilot. It only takes just a few seconds for this thing to initialize. Once it goes to the blue, that means it's ready to arm. We got 3 blinks and a pause on the arming switch. That's a good sign. It means we're good to go. Everything's checking out. Let's check the retracts. Again, everything's labeled on the sides here for the modes and the retracts. Retracts work good. You can clean this wiring up when you get it, once you get it set up. But everything is working and functional. So, all right. We want to fly this thing now. So when you get ready to fly this, you got everything powered up, everything's looking good. You first want to hold this arming switch down until it goes solid. So now it's sending a signal to the ESCs. Move away from the aircraft at least 10 or 15 feet. When you get back to a safe distance, we want to now arm the motors. All right. Hold the transmitter stick down to the bottom right hand corner, the throttle here. Notice the tone. We got an all solid green LED. It's ready to fly. All right. Before you approach the aircraft for anything, disarm the motors. You'll hear the tone, the green will start flashing. Once you get to the aircraft, before you do anything with it, hold the arming switch down until it starts blinking 3 times and pause. And that's it.